In the old days, a woman was often referred to as the little lady, and the damsel in distress was popular in movies and books. Not so much today. Today, we have some very powerful female role models, and one is today's amazing Suncoast woman. ABC 7's Linda Carson has her story. Linda.
Well, today's amazing Suncoast woman can shoot, she can fight, and she can make spur-of-the-moment life and death decisions. We honor Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette Dipino. Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette Dipino was born and raised in Baltimore.
I wanted to be a police officer ever since I was a little girl. My dad was a police officer and he was my hero, and I heard all the stories that he and my grandfather would tell, and it was something that I just was fascinated with.
But Bernadette's dad felt law enforcement was too dangerous. He wanted her to be a lawyer, but fate intervened.
And an opportunity to join the Baltimore County Police Department came, and I promised my dad I would continue to go to school, but I wanted to take that opportunity to be a police officer.
She was a Baltimore police officer for 3 years and won the respect of her fellow officers.
But I think police officers, no matter where, they're looking to make sure that you can handle yourself. And as soon as you were able to prove yourself, whether it's through they saw you handle a call or backed them up on call.
She became a narcotics detective.
And then I moved to Ocean City and continued to do narcotics enforcement, and then started getting promoted.
She became a member of the SWAT team.
Was the first woman on our team in Ocean City, and then eventually the commander of the team. I was on the team for 10 years and the commander for 4.
She's never had to shoot anybody, but she has had to fight.
I've been in big fights, big bar fights, arresting people that, when I was working as a narcotics officer, you had to fight them to put them under arrest.
And she moved up the ranks.
I was the first female sergeant in Ocean City, then lieutenant, and then I was fortunate to make major and acting chief, and then was selected to be the chief of police in Ocean City.
10 years later, she was named Sarasota Police Chief. Her father and her grandfather were here to see her sworn in. Her daughter is a police officer in Baltimore.
She is amazing, been on the job in Baltimore County for over 11 years. She was named Officer of the Year twice this year by 2 community organizations.
Yes, she worries.
Being a very prayerful religious person, I pray for her all the time and put her in God's hands.
Chief Dipino believes in community policing,
where you go out and you develop relationships and trust with citizens in the community.
Her life lesson she learned from her dad. He taught her being a police officer is about self-satisfaction.
You can't depend on other people to thank you or give you awards or accolades. As long as you know you've done the best that you can and you can look at yourself in the mirror, that's what this job in law enforcement's about.
In her spare time, Chief Dipino loves to play tennis, walk the beach, and bike, and she says a lot of prayers. She says she prays for the safety of each of her officers, just as she prays for her own daughter.